So you want to work in Canada in 2021. Before I move forward, please subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. If you are a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada, you have the right to work in Canada. However, if you are a foreign national, then you need certain documentation to be able to work in Canada. And those documentations depend on the nature of the work that you are doing and also depends on your nationality. Under Section 186 of the immigration regulations, certain jobs are exempt from a work permit. It means that if you want to do those jobs in Canada, then all you need to do is to travel to Canada. Obviously, if you need a visitor's visa, you need to get one to be able to travel to Canada. Or if you are from a visa exempt country, you need an ETA. Or if you're an American citizen, you just drive up north to Canada or fly over to Canada and you start working that specific job. Keep that in mind. The jobs that are exempt from work permit under Section 186 of the regulations are extremely limited, both in the nature of the jobs and also in the duration of majority of those jobs. I give you a couple of examples. One of them is business visitors. If you are considered business visitor under Section 187 of the regulations, then you could work in Canada without a work permit. Another example would be international students. Many of the international students who are studying full-time at a designated learning institution and at post-secondary level, they can work without a permit off campus for up to 20 hours per week and in certain situations full-time. Another example are certain performing artists. If their intention is not to work for TV productions or movies, then they could be exempt from a work permit and they can work in Canada. For example, athletes, when they are coming to participate in professional or amateur games and matches, then they do not need a work permit. I have a list of those exemptions on an article. I will post the link down below. If we set aside Section 186, in most cases, people need work permits to work in Canada. For the purpose of working in Canada, the first step for certain people is to apply for LMIA first. LMIA, or Labor Market Impact Assessment, is issued by ESDC or Service Canada. They are the same entities basically. And it says that hiring that foreign national will have no negative impact on the labor market in Canada. If you have an LMIA, a positive LMIA letter, then you may work in Canada. However, that's the preliminary stage. You still need to apply for a work permit and get approved for the work permit to be able to work in Canada. In 2019, about 98,000 people received work permits based on LMIA. Keep that in mind, that majority of those people were working under a special program called Seasonal Agriculture Worker Program, which is an agreement between Canada and the Caribbean countries and Mexico. Having said that, these are not the majority of people who work in Canada. In total, as I mentioned, in 2019, only 98,000 people worked under LMIA-based work permits. If we go back to the statistics for 2019, we realize that another large group of people, in fact, about 306,000 people were issued work permits without LMIA. You may ask, how is it possible? Because those work permits fall under a special program called International Mobility Program. I don't want to go into the details. I have some articles about LMIA and also LMIA exemption. You can find the links below this video. But generally speaking, we're talking about exemptions from labor market impact assessment because of international agreements that we have, because of Canadian interest, or some humanitarian reasons that result into issuance of work permit without obtaining an LMIA. What about year 2021? Of course, you are aware that in year 2020, unfortunately, everything was a mishmash, and because of border closures, because of the downturn of economy, the number of people who managed to work in Canada as foreign nationals dropped significantly. However, in 2021, we expect some improvement. This doesn't mean that we will go back to the numbers that we saw in 2019, simply because the travel restrictions and the effects of coronavirus will continue in the first, at least in the first few months of 2021. Having said that, we expect some improvement in terms of the number of workers that we accept from outside Canada in year 2021. Most of the work that you could do in Canada is employer-based. It means that a Canadian employer needs to offer you a job. Now, if that job is LMIA exempt, then they need to submit an application to the immigration authorities first to get a special number for that job or an exemption code, and then with that exemption code, you can apply for a work permit. However, if it's LMIA based, then the employer needs to go through the ESTC or Service Canada process, get the positive LMIA letter, and then you can apply for a work permit. This simply means the first step in working in Canada is to find an employer that is willing to offer you a job and also go through the hassle of getting permits for you to be able to apply for that work permit. Unfortunately, that results in many abuse situations in which somebody tells you, give me your money and I will offer you a job in Canada. Beware of scammers. Don't pay for a job offer in Canada. If the job offer is genuine, you will get paid not to pay for that job offer. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Parsai. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant with 10 years of work experience under my belt. I have represented tens of, actually hundreds of workers in their work permit applications in Canada. I am the author of 88 Tips on Immigration to Canada. You can find out about your purchasing options by visiting 88tips.ca. Please subscribe to our channel, enable notifications, like this video, and share it with your friends. See you soon.